Right. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Durner Punder, and I'm back. I've been gone a long time, yes, but fuck you, alright? I have procrastinated to the max. You won't even imagine how much I procrastinated. I had to do exams, and I didn't even do them. So yeah, I'm fucked. Anyways, today I'm gonna talk about my phone, iOS 16, and my setup on my phone. So we're gonna go over like how my setup looks, the things I use, why I use them, this and that. So yeah, first of all, I'm using an iPhone 8, an 8 Plus specifically, and I have used the iOS 16 beta for a long time, but now iOS 16 is out fully, so here we go. Alright, so let me press record. So yeah, we're gonna start off with the lock screen. And as you can see, beautiful wallpaper, masterpiece. It's the most beautiful thing you can even imagine.
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
First of all, I'm gonna talk about the clock and the widgets. So, the clock, nothing special. I just used the fourth option and I played around with the color so it matches my lock screen wallpaper a bit more. For the widgets, at the bottom I don't use widgets because it blocks off a bit of my wallpaper. Also, I don't really like the widgets that Apple gives you and stuff, and other apps I use don't really have good widgets for the lock screen yet. But at the top, I use the calendar widget for the next event that's coming up. Oh lord, what did I do? Hold on. Oh shit balls. For the notifications, I use the count because it's cleaner. It's minimalistic. You can see how many notifications you have. That's all you need, really. And it doesn't clutter up your wallpaper as well and your lock screen. The stack is also not bad because it like keeps it at the bottom and only shows you like 1 or 2 notifications. But the problem is that if you get the summary for your notifications, it's really big, and it also clutters up your lock screen and just takes up half my screen. My screen isn't big, alright? It's like hand size. It's not huge. So if we unlock my phone, you're greeted by a magnificent wallpaper. Again, it is a wallpaper that's from my girlfriend. It's a picture of my girlfriend mixed with AI stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna talk about the widgets first on my main screen and my second screen, because as you can see, my apps are like floating around and it's not normal for iOS. The widget I'm using for it is called MD Blank Transparent Widgets. I'll put the link in the description for this app and all the other apps if you want. I use it on the main screen and my second screen. Underneath those widgets, I have other widgets. This is some really neat stuff. That way I can have more on my home screen without it being distracting and stuff, and I can just hide it when I don't need them. So at the top I have a white widget for my calendar. This gives me a bit of a next up and what's coming up for the next couple of days. Underneath that at the left I have a stocks app. I use Buck0 for it. And at the bottom I have my to-do app. This is TickTick, love it. A famous YouTuber who uses it, who you might know, is called MKBHD, and I thought, you know what, fuck it, let's use it. I used Todoist. The feature I loved about it is that you can type the time and date, and it just put the task at that time and date. But apparently TickTick has it as well, and this has some other cool features like a habits tracker, which I use now. It's lovely. On my second home screen, I have just a huge widget of the weather. I use the big one because it gives me the most information about the days and times, and we kind of need it in Belgium. The weather is like fucking ass over here. It can change from rain to snow to sun in like 20 minutes. Right, next up, I'm gonna go over some apps that I use. I'll go over the apps on my first home screen, then on my second home screen, and then at the bottom row. So on my first home screen, I'm using Easy Banking. And the name says it all. It's a banking app, nothing special about it. Then I use Spark. This is a mailing app, and I highly recommend it for any Apple user to use it, because it actually gives you the mail at the time you're supposed to receive it. If someone sends you a mail, you actually receive it instantly. Not like the main mail app from Apple where you have to refresh it, and then even sometimes then you don't receive it for like half an hour. I fucking hated the mail app from Apple itself. It's so bad. Also, it gives you like extra features, like it sorts it from newsletters to normal mail. It's nice. It's a lovely app. Then I have Dailyo. I explained Dailyo in like the last couple of videos, so if you really want to know what it's about, go check those out. In the meanwhile, like this video if you're enjoying it, and subscribe for more content like this, and to follow my procrastinating problem, because it's gotten worse. It's gotten really fucking bad. Yeah, anyways, next up is Messenger. I use this because everyone I know uses Messenger to send messages, not even normal messages app, so you know, I use it. On my second home screen I have YouTube Studio. This is to see analytics of my videos and to react to comments and stuff. Then I have two apps called Google Home and Hue. These two go together because my Hue lights from Philips are connected to my home in my Google Home stuff. But I have the Hue app on my home screen because it connects to my lights faster than the Google Home app. The only reason I have the Google Home app is to change the volume of some stuff like my Nest Mini and my Chromecast. Well, actually, it's not needed anymore for my Chromecast because I bought a new one with a remote. And it has volume buttons at the side. Look at it. Look at how cool that is. It's a nice remote. Next up is Randstad. This is, I don't know how to say it in English, by the way. It's a Dutch name, but it's for my student job. It's nothing special, right? Like really. Next is Fitbase. This is for my smart scale to see how fat I am and how much fat I have. The next step is Payconic Banking. It's used in Belgium a lot because of COVID. It's gotten huge. It's to scan QR codes and pay. I can do it with the normal banking app, but most stores use the Payconic QR code, so you have to use the Payconic app for it. It's horrible. If it's contactless payment, I use Apple Pay mostly, but you know, I have it. It's there. I use it. Fuck it. Next up is Instapaper. This is for articles I receive from the newsletters from Morning Brew. It gives you articles that are actually important to read, not like the news that gives you like random ass shit. But when I find articles that I really want to read, but don't really have the time for it, then I copy the link of it and put it in Instapaper, and then I can read it without any distractions as well. So it's nice, it's lovely, it's a cool app. Next up is Waze. This is my GPS. I mainly use this instead of Maps and Google Maps because it actually shows me how fast I'm going, the speed limit. It shows me the flash poles, lights, things. And where there's an accident or like danger on the street. And a lot of people use it in Belgium. It's insane. Next up is the bottom row. There I have messages. It's for sending messages, you know. Everyone knows why you use messages. It's to play games inside of messages. It's fucking fun. Next is Safari, and before anyone starts,
Safari, it's bad, it sucks.
Suck my cock, you know? Fuck you. I use it because it works best with Apple. I mean, it's from Apple, of course it works best with iPhones, but it's actually not that bad on iPhones as well. It's pretty fast. Next up is Notion. This is, you know, everyone. I've explained this as well in the last couple of videos. Subscribe right there. Next up is Spotify. This is to listen to music. I don't use Apple Music because I don't really like it. And it's expensive. I'll go over some focus modes because this is also a new big feature for iOS 16. I have work, sleep, fitness, reading, school, eating, driving. So work, this gets activated when I get to work. Oh, I didn't activate it. This gets activated when I get to work. It changes the things I use then, my apps, my wallpaper. It's neat, it's cool, you know, nothing special. Next up is sleep. This is activated when I have to go to sleep. It has the moon as wallpaper. It's cool. It moves with the lock screen and stuff, but because it's a sleep focus mode, it darkens the background on the lock screen, so you can't really see it. Waste of time, you know. Then I had a fitness app. I recently added the fitness mode. I recently added this because I got into being fit again. As you can see, I moved a lot already. I went to the fitness, you know. Went to the gym. Strong man. But yeah, I have customized this pretty heavily. I use heavy for my routines, my gym, my workout routines and stuff, because it's awesome. I have this cool Goku wallpaper for when it goes Super Saiyan the first time. It's still one of the best moments in anime, in my opinion. Next up is reading, and yes, I do read. Actually, I have recently finished reading a book. Yes, I have. It's awesome. And I have the weather as background because it's soothing. Also, I muted a lot of notifications on reading so I don't get distracted while reading. Next up is school. This activates when I get to school. Nothing special. Notifications are different as well. Apps are different as well. Then I have eating. This is just to mute all notifications when I'm eating, so I don't like get distracted, you know. It's not annoying for other people when I'm eating as well. And next up is driving. This gets activated when it my phone connects to my car, or when it notices that I'm driving faster. Like, it notices when I'm driving. I don't know how, but it does. And it activates then, it mutes notifications. I only get messages and calls from my favorite contacts and shit. It's good, it's nice. Next up, I'll go over some settings. Mainly preference settings I use because I have some things I changed around a bit. First of all, sounds and haptics, keyboard feedback, haptic keyboard. It's lovely! Sorry for that. I get a bit excited about it because I have downloaded so many third-party keyboard apps and they all sucked ass, but they had the fucking haptic feedback and I loved it. So yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, but now the Apple keyboard has it as well. Finally! It took them so long to do that. And it's not difficult or anything. Android phones had it from Android 1. Why, Apple? Why did it take you so long to put in haptic feedback for a fucking keyboard? I activated that. Next up, for notifications, I said I used count. I also turn on scheduled summary because the news app I use gives me notifications every like 2 minutes, so I don't want that. YouTube as well. Just give me a summary and I'll look into it at those times and I'm done with it, alright? Then, because I'm using an iPhone 8 Plus, I'm using the Touch ID. But with Touch ID, the normal way you unlock your phone is just laying your finger on it and it unlocks it. I didn't like that, so I turned that off, that if you lay your finger on it, it may unlock it, but it doesn't go to your home screen instantly. This way I can read my messages and notifications, because I also turned off that you can see what the notifications are about when it's locked. It's a bit more privacy, you know? But to do that, I went to home button and rest fingers to open, I turned that off. And for the notifications, I think it's show previews when unlocked. Those are the main settings I use. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video today. This was my lock screen, my home screen, my iOS 16 awesomeness. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. See you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.